Hello, good evening. I'm gonna kind of make this short movie. I guess this is gonna be like an introduction of what I will be speaking on when I go live soon. If I go live, I'm gonna be outside, so in nature. So yeah. To get that going, you gotta like this video, comment, and subscribe. And I appreciate y'all for tuning in on the last video. If this reaches out to you, it's because we are part of the same timeline, same frequency, and we're all trying to get to the center. Sorry, I don't know how to stutter. Guess like a glitch going on right now. It feels like I'm not supposed to be here, but I'm here. I always felt that way. I'm starting to ask questions like, how did we get here? And the more I dive in, it gets more questionable. Like, have you ever look at your birth month and see which god associates with your birth month and what god associates with your names? It's pretty interesting how you got here. And have you ever wondered, like, why you was born on a certain city or street? Just look at the names. Like, don't look at the names, but the more of the sound and the frequency. That's how you tell how you got here. And I found out some interesting things about myself. I Googled this stuff like a long time ago, but I just never bothered to like be on the spiritual community. I'm not in any community, really. I don't want to title myself. I don't want to put myself in a box or in a corner. Like, I'm just everything and nothing at all. So, that's what we are. We are the 20% that couldn't make it, really. I mean, we're making it, but barely. We're surviving. We're on survival mode. And I'm trying to let you know, make you understand that you don't need to feel that way anymore. So, this is to people of 20% that are lost. And I am those 20% that are lost. And I'm here to help you while helping myself. And I'm researching all this stuff all at the same time because half of the stuff that I see, I don't know what really associate with what. And it's weird to me. At the end of the day, I still don't really think this is even real or even possible or even true. I'm still questioning my existing of where I am in this timeline. Oh god. Okay, I don't know how I'm gonna start off the video. Because I had all these thoughts in my head, so I might as well, put it on YouTube or something. So I realize I'm governing by two fathers. And they're not one and the same, but they trying to be, just like how mother is. And I think I'm starting to realize what this war, this internal war inside of me represents. So I don't know. Here goes. I'm gonna just try something. one father you have Odin, the other father you have Cronus. And they both have the same frequency as mine, in a way. I don't really know how to describe it because, you know, it's weird that, like, everything that surrounds me is related to those two male deities. And I don't know why they're arguing over me. Like I'm some type of vessel from, I think, Doctor Strange, I want to say, where she had uh, took down the dream world, the vessel of the dream world. And I had a vision like that before where I connected everybody's dream into one, and I was spinning everybody into a clockwise. And then somehow I accidentally, like, freeze everything. So we're all just floating, stuck. And it's not even me trying to do this, it's something else knowing what I could do, doing it for me. It's not about me, it's for me, I guess. I don't know. And, you know, there are certain people or certain groups that can jump time loops, and I kind of figure out how to do that in the astral world. So I'm guessing I'm a little bit in trouble for it because I'm not even supposed to know all of this. So maybe you're not supposed to either, because let me tell you something. In 2012, you, me, and maybe the 400 other people got abducted on a certain day, which is weird. Same night, same time. No matter where you was at in the world, you got abducted. So now, in this timeline, you know, you got agents following you. You know, they dress really weird, like with the whole hat thing and the cape. Like, aren't y'all supposed to blend in and not expose? But if I expose myself, you know, you get the police and things, you know, sirening around me to warn me. And I warn you back too. And I want to start speaking in codes, kind of, because maybe some of y'all won't understand this stuff. And maybe some of y'all are going through the same thing. And I have, like, more stuff to say about me visiting Odin in the tree and Hecate, and a bunch of other things happened. Even before then, before that, it was like I was at a place where it was nothing but stars and it was dark. But at the bottom, it was clear blue. And then you have the tree, which I see all the time. But it was a little bit different then. It was more happier. Well, no, it was more dark. Like, you could barely see it, but you could see the color and the shape of it a little bit from the distance. And then in the center, it was like kind of feeling like you was in the Garden of Eden or something, or on a hill, and the grass was very dark because, well, now you get the picture. It's kind of dark in this here, and you see the stars. So what I could remember was one side a group of people, like a bunch of soldiers, and then the other one a bunch of people, and they was all facing each other, and I was in the center. But everybody was moving slowly, like stuck in their position, like they could move their eyes and mouth and, you know, but they couldn't move their body, which was weird. And then at one point, they all just stopped in the middle of the center, look at me, and I remember seeing a pig-headed cop. Literally, he had a pig head, and he had a human body, and was dressed as a cop. And these are ops that stop you from, like, astroing in certain places that you can't go. So, if you go to those certain places, it's really blurry. Kind of like in a video game. If you ever, like, play Destiny 2 or something like that, and you know you can't go to certain places, there's, like, a veil, and it's just, like, it's lit up, you can't go. It's kind of like that. And if you enter in them, you know, you just disintegrate. Literally disintegrate. And you start right back over in your dream, like a video game. Sometimes you won't even dream at all. It will just completely shut you off and it'll be all red. And you might see orange color. I've done that too many times. And I was like, I have to stop. But anyway, that was before the olden tree came to existence. That was the first time I ever seen the tree. But I remind you now, sometimes I'll have the same dream for a whole year, repeatedly. And sometimes the end results are different because I'm visiting something else. Or I'll also project somewhere else or something. And sometimes you really can't tell if you're astral projecting or are you lucid dreaming. They both are the same, but one's heavier than the other. When I'm lucid, the atmosphere is very dry. And when I'm astral projecting, it's more cold. And I don't know how that kind of like switches. I want to try to do both where you're lucid and you're astral projecting, but I feel like you can easily just kill yourself that way. And that's just taking it a little too far. And I'm very scientific when it comes to stuff like this. I find like loopholes to certain situations and timelines that you can jump to. So I'm basically almost like a time traveler, but not really. I can only travel within my time, like from my past, present, and future. But sometimes I can jump into other people's and see their stuff if they allowed me to. It depends on how long I knew you. I do it on most people, but not all. Sometimes I keep things private. I'll be like, I don't think you should go that route. But I don't know. I feel like sometimes they're preparing me to become like some sort of guardian. I'm like, isn't this what guardians do? They're like clairvoyants in a way. And yeah. I'm a bunch of things and nothing at the same time. I'm still trying to find where I can fit myself comfortably without cornering myself, because I do not like titles at all, and I need to kind of get over that because that's just my ego speaking, and I'm going through like a little transformation, and I don't like it. I kind of like it, but then there's like this dark part of me where I'm just still in Hecate mode. I don't know who brought her out or what really happened. sometimes shit like this mostly is because of trauma. And I normally use it just to escape. But now that I know it's fucking real, I can't escape it. I want to escape that world now too, because it became too real for me. And I don't know how to handle both realities all at the same time. Like, I thought I did, but I couldn't really handle it. So I'm guessing whatever I was dreaming came up to the surface now, and because I couldn't solve my internal need, because we're both in war, and don't nobody really understand this unless they go through it themselves. It's a battle. It's your mother versus your mother, like, or spirit versus mother. That's what it feels like, really. The fact that I'm arguing inside with myself and on the outside, and then I'm arguing with my mother in real life, and then I'm arguing with Mother Nature, because I'm trying to keep them all separate from the Father, from Father Time, but then I'm trying to keep Father Time in control and tell him that it's okay to let go. It's okay to move forward. Like, all of them need to move forward, really. And I'm telling them it's okay to be vulnerable. How you think you got here? What got you here? Why are they not asking them that themselves? Like, what got you here? Because don't nobody in history content know how you got here. I feel like they're just making up a bunch of shit just to say that, oh, this is that, and this is this. What do y'all do? Like, y'all use sorcerers to, like, write down your timeline? To write down your events? Especially, like, around, like, the JFK era. That shit just rewritten everything itself. It opened something else up, which I have a feeling that it's kind of associated with COVID a little bit. But I'm not going to get too deep with that. Something I found out myself. I probably talk about it in a live video or something. But most of us was picked to be here. Most of y'all was picked to find my channel, honestly, because I am a reflection of you. And I know we're all seeing the same goddamn number right now, which is 222. I say do some research on your numbers when you see them at a certain time, when you're feeling a certain thing, and follow it. That's what I'm having a hard time. I don't listen. I just walk around like, well, I got this. I'm lucid. Really, I'm not. I don't got this shit. At the end of the day, nobody can save me but me. So I gotta teach them the same thing, what they taught me. It's really like a full-on snake eating itself. So I might get that as my next tattoo. I ain't there yet. I'm gonna do one thing at a time. I gotta activate my phoenix first before I get another tattoo. Now, if you want to know something, like, certain parts of your body, if you put a tattoo there, it kind of like activate a pinpoint of your ability or what you're trying to manifest. I say do some research on that as well. I'm doing the same thing. We're all in this together. But yeah, if you liked today's video, give a donation to my Cash App. It'll be listed underneath this video. It can be $1 or less. It don't matter. I'm not really here for the money, but donation helps. It goes to y'all anyway for better quality in the future. I kind of want to start a real spiritual, not a spiritual podcast. It's more like I want to call it like a moment podcast. Let's call it that, a moment podcast or some shit like that. So yeah, send some donations if you like. Doesn't matter. Like this video as well. And so I can go live. I'm gonna try to go live very, very soon. But I'm gonna have all this shit together and organized so I can show you some stuff. But yeah. Till then, happy Tuesday. It is a good number. 3/13/2023. Great number. Also 3/23/2023. That's a good number too. So blessed be.